Welcome to my YouTube channel, dear student. Let's start with the second part of the present continuous tense. In my previous video, I was telling you about the present continuous tense, that what is present continuous tense, what is the definition of this tense. Okay, and I was telling you that which subjects we can use to convey our action, right? What are the helping verb? Which verb can be used to convey our time and action, and what other we can add to make appropriate statement in affirmative, negative, interrogative and interrogative negative, right? This is the tense in which we express some temporary action in the present, and this is the tense, right, in which we express action happening at the time of speaking and the action, right, which is in progress, not necessarily at the time of speaking. And this is the tense in which we express actions which definitely you have planned for the future and you will do in the future. Not only that, but also there are some consistent repeated action which you will do and you did in this tense. Let's see what is today here in this video. Let's have a look on the first video of this tense. Definition of the present continuous tense: subject, helping verb, use of verb and ing. This is the formula to make statement in affirmative. How we can make statement, how we can express our action in affirmative. See these examples. Yes, these are negatives. There is a formula. These are examples which will help us to understand that how we can express our action in negative. Interrogative now, formula. Now there are the series of example. Interrogative negative, how we can express our action in interrogative negative. See these examples. I hope you understood that. Let's start with the second part of this video. And with this video, I would like to tell you the usage of present continuous tense, that how and what action we can express in this tense. See, we can express temporary action in the present moment. You see, all of the students, student subject, okay, this is plural here, are helping verb, sitting and talking. They are sitting and talking. Actually, student cannot sit and talk incessantly and continuously. This is a temporary actions. Most of the girls, right, subject here, are doing well here. Okay, at this time I am speaking from Delhi, from Shimla. This is the temporary moment, right? I can talk at this time, at this moment. Okay, Patna is facing electricity problem these days. It means this is a temporary action, right? That will be solved later or sooner. Use of at the moment, at present are the phrases cannot be used in present tense but can be used in present continuous tense with at this time, at present, now, nowadays, still, etc. Okay, now we can express actions happening at the time of speaking, like it is raining cats and dogs. It is raining cats and dogs. Ritu is studying in her room, right? This is the action which is going while and when I'm speaking and I'm telling you, okay, her brother is sleeping at present. At present he is sleeping. Ram looking for good chance. She is cooking food for the family, right? These are the action which is going, right, which is going to happen at the time when I'm speaking. Third usage of the present continuous tense is just to express action in progress, but not necessarily at the time of speaking. You know, ये जरूरी नहीं है कि जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ उस वक्त भी हो रहा हो. Actually, this is the action which we have started and I have started already. But when I'm speaking, it is not necessary that it is going at this moment. कि अभी भी ये चल रहा है. Like, I'm writing a book these days, right? It points that कि मैंने कोई बुक लिखनी शुरू की है, बट जिस वक्त मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ ये जरूरी नहीं कि इस वक्त मैं उसको लिख रहा हूँ. ओके, नेपाल इज फेसिंग अर्थक्वेक नाउडेज, आजकल. Okay, India is exporting sugar to the Gulf countries. Exporting sugar to the Gulf countries कर रही है, बट प्रेजेंटली जिस वक्त मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूं अभी हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही, आई डोंट नो, राइट. शिवम इज कंप्लीटिंग हिज स्टडी, राइट, हॉलीडे होमवर्क नाउ. अब कर रहा है, अब कंप्लीट कर रहा है. ओके, आई एम सर्विंग इन दिस ऑफिस, आई एम सर्विंग इन दिस ऑफिस. These are something, right, which is a kind of action in progress but not necessarily at the time of speaking. Now I'm going to tell you very interesting action here. In this we can express actions which definitely you will do in your near future. Like, I'm going to Bhopal जाने वाला हूँ. When? Next week. I'm going to buy a computer today. मैं आज कंप्यूटर खरीदने वाला हूँ, खरीद रहा हूँ. We are holding a seminar next month. Next month सेमिनार होल्ड करने वाले. कौन? हम. He is coming tomorrow. कल आने वाला है. He is. The president is arriving in Delhi tomorrow. Dear student, these are the sentences in which adverb of time have been used here, like next week, today, next month, tomorrow, etc. These are adverb of time which let us know, जो हमें ये बताता है कि जब भी हम इस तरह की स्टेटमेंट यूज करते हैं, जब हमने किसी चीज को पहले से प्लान कर दिया हो, that may be used. Now let me tell you that how we can express persistent actions, continuous action in the present continuous tense. But whenever we express such statement, always word will be there in the sentence. कैसे? He is always asking question, but जब हम इसको हिंदी में समझने की कोशिश करते हैं तो इसका मतलब बनता है कि वो हमेशा प्रश्न पूछ रही है. No, this is wrong here. Actual इसका जो pronunciation रहता है वो हमेशा क्वेश्चन पूछती रहती है. शी इज ऑलवेज टॉकिंग नॉनसेंस, वो हमेशा बेकार की बातें करती है, नॉनसेंस बातें करती है. यू आर ऑलवेज इंसल्टिंग द पुअर, आप हमेशा गरीबों की इंसल्ट करते हो. एंड मोहन इज ऑलवेज बोरिंग मनी, वो हमेशा क्या है, पैसा उधार मांगता रहता है या लेता रहता है. डियर स्टूडेंट, डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज विद सच स्टेटमेंट. वी आर फॉलोइंग आर रूल्स साइड बाय साइड, यू कैन सी. ऑलराइट, नाउ देयर इज वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग that I must tell you about this word, always, continually, constantly, forever. Actually, these words are used in present continuous only. When? कब? जब habitually, right, you said against others frequently. अक्सर जब आप किसी के प्रति बुरा बोलते हैं, वो भी आदतन, राइट, वो आदतन आप किसी की इच्छा के खिलाफ बोलते रहते हो. लाइक शी इज ऑलवेज कंप्लेनिंग, वो हमेशा ही वो कंप्लेन करती रहती है, राइट. यू आर फॉर एवर फाइंडिंग फॉल्ट्स विद अदर, हमेशा ही आप दूसरों में फॉल्ट ढूंढते रहते हो. एंड हिज वाइफ इज कंटिन्यूअली क्राइंग दीज डेज, ये आजकल हमेशा ही उसकी वाइफ रोती रहती है कंटिन्यूअली. दे आर कंस्टेंटली डिस्टर्बिंग अस, कि वो लगातार हमें डिस्टर्ब करते रहते हैं, राइट. दीज आर सम स्टेटमेंट, right, which is consistent, right, which is persistent, and these are the words which you can see here are using habitually against others will. दूसरों की मर्जी के विरुद्ध, राइट, किसी को इस तरह से बोलना, लेकिन बोलने वाला वो आदतन ऐसा बोल देता है. These statements are little bit different than the usual statement, like हिंदी के जिस वाक्य के अंत में रहा है, रही है, रहे आता हो. बट हियर यू कैन pronounce like वाला है, राइट. नेक्स्ट वीक भोपाल जाने वाला हूँ, आज कंप्यूटर खरीदने वाला हूँ, नेक्स्ट मंथ सेमिनार होल्ड होने वाला है, करने वाले हैं, प्रेसिडेंट कल दिल्ली आने वाले, एंड ऑल दैट. लेट्स डिस्कस द लास्ट बट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ द प्रेजेंट continuous tense. Although we have discussed this part in present indefinite, but it is very important to make it more clear that how and where we can make use of such expressions. See, there are some verbs which cannot be used generally in the continuous form. Okay, and these verbs sometimes called stative verbs. Stative here means fixed होता है. And इस तरह के verb, right, एक permanent कार्यों को, काम को लगातार बिना प्रयास के and स्थायी रूप से होने वाले एक्शंस को एक्सप्रेस करती है, व्यक्त करती है. एंड इस तरह के वर्ब्स कभी भी कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म में यूज नहीं किए जा सकते, राइट. एंड इन वर्ब्स को समटाइम नॉन कंक्लूसिव वर्ब भी कहा जाता है. and it has been divided into 5 parts, like the verbs of perception. perceptions में कौन कौन सी स्थिति आती है, कौन सी चीजें हैं हमारे पास, like the see, hear, smell, taste, feel, etc. राइट। जब इन वर्ब का यूज बिना किसी विशेष काम के सामान्य स्थिति में होता है तो इन्हें प्रेजेंट सिंपल में, प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट में ही यूज करना अप्रोप्रिएट रहता है, राइट। विद द ओपन आईज, आप खुली आंखों से देख ही सकते हो। The same way, the nose, ear, tongue also can do their own work automatically. Okay, feel is here again, वो ऑटोमेटिकली कार्य करता है। बट जब इन वर्ब का प्रयोग किसी विशेष पर्पस के लिए, उद्देश्य के लिए किया जाता है तो इनको कॉन्टिन्यूअस में प्रयोग किया जा सकता है। इन वर्ब्स में नोटिस, रिकॉग्नाइज भी शामिल किए गए हैं। Second one is the verbs of appearance: look, resemble, seem, appear, etc. Verbs of emotions: want, desire, wish, hate, hope, like, refuse, believe, doubt, loathe, mind, care, detest, adore, appreciate, admire, fear, expect. These are the emotions. And verbs of thinking, right? Think, suppose, agree, consider, trust, remember, forget, know, understand, perceive, realize, collect, etc. and recollect. Okay, the verbs of possessions. Possessions here means, belong, own, home, possess, contain, have, etc. These are some very important static and dynamic verbs which only can be used in the present indefinite tense. But for particular purpose, you can use these verbs in the continuous form. Let's see, there are so many examples which will let you know that how we can write them correctly. We are seeing with our eyes. We see with our eyes. Which one is correct here? Do you think that the statement we are seeing with our eyes is correct? I don't think so. So correct is we see with our eyes. The same way you will see in the next statement, are you hearing a strange noise? No, wrong. Do you hear a strange noise? Okay. We are smelling with our nose. Smelling with our nose. We smell with our nose is correct statement here. I'm feeling you are wrong. Wrong, actually. I feel you are wrong. The water is feeling cold. The water feels cold. Okay, the coffee is tasting bitter. The coffee tastes bitter. How much am I owing you? Wrong statement. How much do I own you? Okay, I'm hating it. I hate it. I'm having a car. I have a car. I'm thinking. I think. I'm understanding. I understand. The book belonging to me. The book belongs to me. Right? He is resembling his brother. He resembles his brother is correct statement. Okay, I'm believing in God. I believe in God. I'm loving her. I love her. I'm remembering him. I remember him. Are you smelling something burning? Do you smell something burning? Okay, the milk is tasting sour. The milk tastes sour. This is feeling like silk. Okay, this feels like silk. I am differing from you on this point. I differ from you on this point. Right? These are some examples which will let you know that how we can make correct pronunciation and correct usage and correct expression. Dear student, there are some verbs which can be used in continuous tense, but only for special purpose, किसी खास काम के लिए. Like the session judge is hearing our case. We are thinking of going to USA next year. He is minding or looking after the children while his wife is away. I am seeing my lawyer today. I am having some difficulties with this puzzle, right? Are you forgetting your manners? The dog is smelling the packet of food. She is tasting the sauce to find out whether it is tasteful or not. The doctor is feeling the pulse of the patient, right? He is looking for his glasses, right? These are some example which will let you know that there are some verb. ये कुछ verbs होती है जो continuous में use करना सही रहता है. Now let me make it clear to you that what is dynamic verbs. Dynamic here means क्रियाशील, गतिशील, and the stative is just the opposite of it. जब कोई verbs, when the verb momentary, temporary and dynamic कार्यों में प्रयोग होती है तो वो डायनामिक वर्ब कहलाती है. लाइक ही इज स्विमिंग, शी इज गोइंग, राम इज कमिंग. Okay, it shows that it has dynamic verb. बट स्टेटिव वर्ब का प्रयोग किन्हीं अवस्था में जब कंटिन्यूअस फॉर्म में होता है तो ये डायनामिक वर्ब बन जाती है, राइट? जब इनका यूज टेम्पररी डायनामिक कार्य हेतु होता है, जैसे वी सी विद आवर आईज, this is permanent stative verb, see here, right? I'm seeing the teacher now, this is the temporary dynamic verb. I am seeing the teacher now, right? Temporary dynamic verb. I have a Maruti car, this is a permanent stative verb, have, right? I'm having a nice time, temporary having a nice time, it's a temporary dynamic verb here. Next one is this apple tastes sweet, permanent stative verb. And she is tasting an apple, temporary dynamic. Okay, we smell with our nose, it's a permanent stative verb, smell here. And then he is smelling flower, smelling here, temporary dynamic verb. I forget what she said. Okay, I forget what she said. Here forget is what? Verb, permanent stative. And I am forgetting her name, this is just a temporary dynamic verb. Dear student, that's it. That was about the present continuous tense, and these were the different usage of present continuous tense.